One thing that I failed to mention when I was doing my palette is what I do at the end of the day. I will put saran wrap over it. Some people don't put saran wrap over it and say it doesn't dry out, but I don't take the chance because I used a lot of paint. So what I do is I will mist it very, very, very lightly with water. And then I'll put saran wrap on it, and then when I lift my saran wrap off tomorrow, my paint is going to still be very fresh and very wet. So now I'm going to go in with a few grays and make some shapes, and I'm using my larger brayer, which is a Hobby Lobby brayer. This is the soft one. I like the soft one much better than the longer, or the harder one. And at this point, when I start my painting, I completely forget about the lines. Sometimes they all get covered up, sometimes they don't. But if they don't, or even if they do get covered up, a lot of times they will show through. So, and a lot of people say, well, why even bother put the lines on? It gets me started. It's as simple as that. It gets me in the feeling of painting. And like I said, a lot of times those lines will show through. So I'm going to start with some grays. And what I'm going to do, like I always do, is I'll put big shapes, medium shapes, and small shapes. And I'm just lightly going to touch my canvas. Because I want the texture to show through. This is my bigger shape. And you can see, when you just lightly touch, you can see that that rose is showing through. I'm going to make a medium shape. I picked up a little bit of green, and that's just fine. That's a medium shape. And we'll do a smaller shape somewhere, maybe over here. Have that touch the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to go into it with another color. Maybe we'll go with a very, very dark green. This will be the medium shape. And I will overlap that gray a little bit. And let's do a darker, bigger shape. We'll do that one down here. Paint. I don't want this too much centered in between the edges. I don't want this to be in the center, so I think I'm going to bring it this way a little bit. And then a smaller shape. Do it right here. And as I paint, if I start losing my darks, I'll paint my darks back in again. Okay, let's go to another color. We'll go to the medium green. Be my small shape up there. Maybe this will be my medium shape. You can see how I blend it into other colors. Now, I just want to show something to you. I'm not going to put it on just up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm going to go to it in many different directions. Can you see how I'm using my brayer? Go into my gray a little bit, that color. Now I don't know if that's a medium or a large shape. I won't know until I put my next one down. Again, I'm not pressing too hard because I want a lot of that rose to show through in some of those other marks. This is going to be my larger shape. A little bit too much of that rose showing through there. And I'm going to make some line work. It's one thing that I did forget to mention is that I'm constantly doing this, making line work. And I just put the paint on the edge of the roller and then I just touch it with the roller, just the edge, so I can get some nice line work. Okay, now I need a small. Go into it with my combination color. This color is going to be the combination of the purple and the green in the medium shade. Almost gray. But it has a little bit of green and a little bit of purple in it. Get some of that. I have too much of that rose showing. I'll press down harder. That is very similar to this color, but you can see it looks cooler or warmer. It looks warmer. Put some up down here. So this is a little bit bigger than that. I think I need to make this one bigger. Now before it dries completely, I do want to go into it with a skewer. This green is almost dry already. This is dry up here. I don't know if you can see those wonderful lines right there. Okay, squinting. A lot of this is the same value. So I'm going to have to go darker. So darker. This is the purple with the black added. Some line work in. Got about this up here. And I'm pushing back some of that rose because I don't want it to interfere. Might have to go to a brush soon. Those shapes are almost the same size. Can you see that? To do something about that. That press down harder. This is drying so fast in here. We have the heat on because it's so cold out. It's like in the 20s outside. The heat is blaring, and as a result, my paint is drying too fast. I like that purple on top of that green. That's pretty. Okay, I'm going to go back to the dark green. I'm just about out of that color. Basically going to have to scratch into it right away because it's just drying so fast. Here's a direction. You can see your eyes going through it this way. Your eye can also go across. I think I'm going to bring it out over here. I will have to be careful not to take it out at the same place over here. So I'm going to have to go higher or either lower. I think a little bit higher. And I can tell you right now, this tracing paper is not holding up like I thought it would. I'm going to go back to freezer paper with my palette. Very, very lightly touching. Put some lines into it. Almost out of it. I'm almost out of paint already, can you believe it? Now this color that I'm getting ready to put on is the Matisse green and the purple combined. Almost has a bluish cast to it. Dark corner. Now I have my entire canvas covered. I'm going to stand back and take a look at it. Mess that up just a little bit. It doesn't look like it's the last thing I did. I'm going to put some dark lines into it. lighter line through this.
Okay. I don't know. What do you want to do? Let's get cold. It might be cold by the time we get to the room anyway. Yeah, I know.
Liking that. Put some of those down into this area. You can see I'm not really thinking. I'm just kind of throwing the paint on right now. Okay, now I'm going to stand back for a while. This color is a combination of the light green and the light purple. You can see it comes out here and goes out down here, which is a little bit further down, which I wanted. Love that purple in there. I wish I was making a purple painting instead of a green painting. But it is a commission, so. I have to honor their wishes. I am starting to like this, and it's too early to start to like it. It's too early. I like this deep purple. Need some purple up here, some deep purple. Then I'll start to put some greens on top of it, I guess. I'm going to stand back and look at it. A little bit right in through here. I'm gonna look at it again. Need some light right there. Ooh, I like that. Look what's happening. Like that. Yes. I can get that effect somewhere else. Maybe right here. Yep, I can do it right here too. Okay, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit for today. Okay, that's what it looks like for today. I like it. I wish I wasn't doing a commission. I could finish it out. I like just a little bit of green and more purple. But since I'm doing a commission, I have to do it their way. So tomorrow we'll start using some more greens because they wanted it to be both green, mostly green with purple, not purple with green. So we'll see. Thanks for watching.